Right, guys, welcome to Tango's TikToks. Let's see what our stand-up comedy has for us today. Let's have a laugh.
I was in Santa Fe the other night and a motherfucker threw a banana peel at me. Yeah, that didn't feel so good. Of course, it was a white person. Not to indict the whites, I'm just saying. Not the profile. And then not only did he throw a banana peel at me, but it was premeditated. You could tell. You could tell the peel was too brown, you know what I mean? It was like, you didn't eat that banana recently, motherfucker. You had that shit waiting on me. And the whole crowd was white, so it just got instantly creepy, and everyone looked like they were looking at 12 Years a Slave or something. They were all just like... Who the fuck does that? And then they arrested the guy, which was... I said, someone's gonna fuck you in the butt in the holding cell. You know that, right? You can't just be throwing banana peels at Dave Chappelle. They're not gonna let you get away with this.
Well, how about this one? Remember when it was the day after the election and the president of Taiwan called Donald Trump to congratulate him? And Donald Trump, of course, took the call and talked to the president of Taiwan. The problem with that was Taiwan doesn't have a president. The United States functions on what they call a one China policy, and Taiwan is a renegade province of said China. And Donald Trump didn't know that and picked up the phone and started yammering away, and the media ate his ass up. And I'm not gonna lie, I was laughing like shit. I was like, oh shit, this dumb motherfucker is in trouble. And then that night I was in bed drifting off to sleep, and then I had to admit it to myself. I was like, I didn't know that shit either.
Remember when the captain used to go down with the ship? Not no more, huh? If you're an American CEO or an Italian cruise ship captain, you save yourself. Fuck that. That captain got off the ship. I fell into the lifeboat, and then it made it to my house, and I had dinner, and I fell asleep. One of the passengers, he was married, and he gave his life vest so his wife could live, and women were, oh, that is so romantic. That's loving and wonderful. And my wife was like, I'm sure she loves him just as much. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Of course I love my wife, and I would die for her. I just wouldn't do it happily. If I'm a drown, you're going to hear from me, goddammit. Let me talk to the kids. You know your daddy got to die because your mom wouldn't take swimming lessons. She didn't want to fuck up her hair, so, remember when the captain used to go...
Like you watch the news and no matter what's on, you just can't care. Like you try to, but it just... 30,000 Chinese people died in an earthquake, and you're like, oh my God. Oh wow. I could care less. Oh my God. A missing mother of 10 hasn't been seen in 2 weeks. You're like, all right, I'm gonna care about this. I know it. I know. Oh wow. I don't give a damn. Like you watch the news and no matter.
Like I once told an ironically racist joke on television. The next day I got a fan letter from a white supremacist in Jacksonville, Florida. Bone chilling. He just started praising me. Thank you so much, Anthony. Thank you for not denigrating the great white race. Thank you for making fun of all the other races the way that it should be. And can I pay you $100,000? Come down to Jacksonville, Florida, do a private show just for me and my white supremacist buddies. I wrote him back right away. And I said, absolutely not. You are against every single thing that I stand for, you cheap piece of shit. Like I once told an ironic...
Any of you who have ever watched me know that I have never had a problem with transgender people. If you listen to what I'm saying, clearly, my problem has always been with white people. I have been arguing with the whites my entire career. And just when I thought I had you guys on the ropes, you changed all the rules. Oh, yeah? Yeah, motherfucker. Well, I'm a girl now, nigger, and you must treat me as such. Call me a girl, nigger. It's annoying as fuck. No. Go back tonight after the show. Watch every special I did on Netflix. Listen to everything I ever said about that community. I'll go through them. I said, how much do I have to participate in your self-image? I said, you shouldn't discuss this in front of black people. I said, I know niggas in Brooklyn that wear high heels just to feel safe. I asked you, why is it easier for Bruce Jenner to change his gender than it is for Cassius Clay to change his name? If you listen to what I'm saying, I'm not even talking about them, I'm talking about us, and they don't listen. Now, if you guys came here to this show tonight thinking that I'm gonna make fun of those people again, you've come to the wrong show. I'm not fucking with those people anymore. It wasn't worth the trouble. I ain't saying shit about trans people. Maybe 3 or 4 times a night, but that is it. Tired of talking about them. And you want to know why I'm tired of talking about them? Because these people acted like I needed them to be funny. Well, that's ridiculous. I don't need you. I got a whole new angle. You guys will never see this shit coming. I ain't doing trans jokes no more. You know what I'm gonna do tonight? Tonight, I'm doing your own handicap jokes. Well, they're not as organized as the gays. And I love punching down. There's probably a handicap in the back right now, because that's where they usually make them sit. I came here to laugh at transgender people. I didn't know this nigga was gonna make jokes about us. Come on, y'all, let's get the fuck up out of here.
They arrested me 5 times in 5 cities in 5 days. What the fuck? Bitch, I am not the international man of mystery. What the fuck? They arrested me so much, as soon as I see the police, my body just automatically assumes the position. Just... See how I made the hog tie available? Because they know I like to fight. It's fucked up. I got arrested in a Target. How the fuck do you go to jail in an electronic superstore? A white man at the Target caught me off guard. He called me a pussy and a nigga and a pussy and a nigga and a pussy and a nigga and... I said, I am not finna be one of these. Bam! What the fuck?
Attention, I just asked her. That's all I said. I go, hey, where are you guys from anyway? And I could tell that she was on to me. She goes, very condescendingly, she says, I'm from California. If you are asking my ethnicity, I am Chinese. And her husband was just cool about the shit. He was like, I'm Mexican, bro. I said, well, I'm sorry if I offended you by asking, but you're a very beautiful couple. And miss, there's no question that you're going to give birth to the hardest working baby this world has ever seen. That's not a bad joke. She got very upset. She got up to leave immediately, but she didn't just leave. She had to take one last dig at me on the way out. I will never buy one of your fucking DVDs again, Dave Chappelle. I said, ma'am, with all due respect, Chinese people don't buy DVDs.
Anyway, guys, thanks for watching today's episode. I hope you liked it. If you did, leave a comment, like and subscribe. Let me know what you thought of today's episode. And say hello. Let me know where you're from and have an amazing day. Bye.